So now, because it is baby bump season, okay, the fruits, the things that were done in the darkness are coming to light. Niliwambia, men can impregnate you, okay? Fear men. Men will impregnate
They
you.
can and will.
They will put something in your belly that looks like them. And then after 9 months, it will say daddy as the first one.
Imagine.
Yo, it's a disaster. Men can impregnate you. Be wary. Anyway, because it is baby bump season, some people, okay, let's just say, in a positive light, okay? People get together and they want to form a family together and they do everything that is necessary to form a family.
Okay,
And now that
Bachka,
the
wow,
fruits of their
wow.
labor are now showing, how do you now tell people? How do you tell people I'm pregnant? Okay, it's not like good manners, or it's a lack of home training for you to just spring up on somebody and say, "Ha, I'm pregnant," because sometimes somebody is dealing with infertility issues. We're not saying that just because you have a problem, you should have this shadow over everyone, but also us, we have a right to enjoy our things, but also we should do it in a way that's not hurtful to anyone. Because imagine somebody is just telling a story about, we've been trying IVF for a hot minute, we've done everything we can. I have seen ladies who say we even went to witch doctors because if there's a chance that they can, solve the issues that are happening, if there's a chance my husband can get me pregnant or I can get pregnant, if there's a chance out there, I will go and look for it,
By all means
And they have
necessary.
tried everything and anything. And then in the middle of the conversation, you just say, oh, well, I'm pregnant. It didn't take long. Even the first day we did it, if I can track correctly, if I can calculate mathematics, iyo siku ya kwanza, that is when I got pregnant. That is very insensitive. Yes, you're sharing your good news, but you're also being very insensitive to somebody who was just highlighting their problem. So that is one of the way to, not announce you're pregnant or at somebody's baby shower. Who does that? Me, if you came to my baby shower and then katikati nimekata keki, unasema, guys, guess whose baby shower is next? It's me, I'm pregnant.
It gives the same vibe as those guys who propose at your proposal.
I will get married at your baby shower.
Or
Trust me.
the other guys who propose at your wedding. Like that's so crass. Can you calm down? But like the question always begs to remain, or the question that remains to beg, or the question that we beg to answer is, who are you telling first? I don't know. I think first of all, let's start with the conversation of who are you telling first after your partner? Because like your partner is always supposed to be the first person to tell. Like I'm not gonna I get pregnant and the first person I'm calling is Tori. Oh my god, I'm pregnant.
Unless you're like freaking out. I do understand like girlfriends who like tell their girlfriends first, Maybe you've had a one night stand. Things happen, okay?
Or those girls who went to what was it? That party, Coachella, the Burning Man, Burning Man concert,
Hey.
and they got drunk and just had fun, and then they
Yes.
all came back pregnant. All three of them.
If it was
Do not
illegal-
know who the father was. For
If it
all
was an
three.
illegal thing, the first person I'll call is Kathomi. I'm like, girl, I messed up. I know it does not belong to this man. I know very well.
You went to Galavant.
Exactly.
In
So
the
who should be the
Galavant.
first person you tell?
Okay, so I think let's look at it from that perspective. It is your child with your partner, the one that you are with. Whether or not the process is supposed to be seen to the end, you still tell your partner. Like, I think it's very important. I know we talk about choice and all of this, and we are isolating all of these other things. Yes, it is a choice. You found out you're pregnant, you've decided you're going to keep this child. Amazing. Step 2, you tell the person who is responsible because by the way ulijienjoy, lakini sasa umejienjoy ukapatikana. So unaenda unamwambia tu boss, check. This is what happened. We enjoyed, and the forbidden fruit has stuck. What do we do? You tell your partner first.
You're like, sir, I know you said you pulled out, but
Pull
there's
out game.
evidence.
It was not very
There is
strong.
evidence,
It's not very
okay?
strong.
Man will impregnate you. Woo! Man will make you yeah. And also, as you were saying, how should you now, break the news to, okay, who should you tell apart from your partner?
Okay.
There's also the element of social media, because sometimes, especially when you lead a public life, the public feels like they own you. If you've been watching the Harry and Meghan Markle docuseries, they felt like the public felt like they were owed every intimate aspect of their life. And maybe even if you're not a celebrity, even if you are me with my followers on Instagram, sometimes somebody will like randomly call you and say, "Kwa nini haujapost siku tatu?" You know, like people feel entitled to be in a space.
they're part of your
And
family.
how now, when should you now tell everybody? And I'm of the people who like you tell them until it's certain news, because sometimes we are very excited and we tell everybody. You've just known you're 2 weeks pregnant or 3 weeks pregnant, and you tell everybody and you're celebrating, and then by bad luck you suffer miscarriage, and it has happened a lot. So until you're maybe in the second trimester,
Yes, second
if you
trimester
want
for
like a
sure.
public pregnancy, yeah, sure, you could share the news. You could be like Kiki Palmer. She did the whole SNL reveal, and I was like,
exactly.
girl.
So
Or you
cool.
could be like Beyonce with a big reveal. Was it at the Grammys or what? Like,
Yeah. She did
exactly.
the suit and everything.
Exactly. So you just choose when you're most comfortable. But I'd prefer people to know after this baby is like 2 years old. You're like, oh, huyu nilipatanga 2018. Sijui kama nakumbuka. Kuna siku nilikuwa moody, sikuwa nawaongelesha. Yeah, it was this one who was responsible.
But like from what I've seen, with especially with a lot of our celebrity ladies who've announced their pregnancies so far ahead of time and then suffered miscarriages and other many complications, I think it's one of those things where now, based on what I have learned and what I have seen,
Yeah.
you find out you're pregnant today, take 365 pictures.
Yep.
365 pictures, different outfits, different hair looks, different. Like have different pictures in different scenarios, blah, blah, blah. You're in your mission.
Kama haujui, let me teach you. I
Yes.
did that.
Yes.
Nobody knew
Nobody finds
until
out.
that one witch decided to post my belly.
Shame on her. But yeah, carry as many pictures over, because I think it's one of those things where it's just, I think it's important. Because if it's stories, you can do stories with just your face.
Yeah.
Nobody has to know.
Because your face starts swelling up, like maybe like
Yeah.
9. I think the
Uko.
last
Uko
month
mwisho
is when I
uko.
had like significant change to my face. But before that, I
You
was
were good.
cruising.
Yeah.
And it's very important. And I never believed the thing of energies. Like somebody could have the negative energy, towards you. And I just thought that was very that is not science.
Hooliganism.
That's not real until you see these things manifest in real life. You're like, I will keep my secret to myself
Yep.
until it is safely delivered, until we're okay, is when I'll tell you guys, I was pregnant, by the way. Y'all didn't know? I will Kylie Jenner you, okay?
Yeah, I think that's the best thing to do. Personally, just keep it to yourself, especially if you're a public figure. Because don't forget, you're also getting yourself out of deals. You're getting yourself out of collaborations. Why? Because people think you're pregnant and therefore you cannot work, or you'll be problematic to deal with, or all of these things. There's a lot of stigma that comes from pregnancy. So keep it to yourself, honey, until maybe like a day before the pregnancy. Ukiwapo to hospital, you can show us the video. It's Gucci.
And when should you tell your employer that you're now pregnant?
Oh, wow, that's a tricky one.
Yeah.
With your employer, I think it's because pia uko mwisho. Because at the end of the day, you're going to ask for a maternity leave, yeah?
You need to
so,
have found a replacement.
Uko.
It's very important, like because you don't want like your
ambushing someone.
Yeah, you don't want to say, baby, I'm pregnant, and you just look, because people don't show. I also wasn't showing that much. If I like wore a t-shirt, that's it. You just say, wameshiba. But beyond that, you wouldn't know I'm pregnant. So now imagine you're like springing in on your boss and you're saying, I'm scheduled to deliver tomorrow. Kwa hivyo naomba leave kutoka leo. Just say it like beforehand. Maybe like a month, maybe like 8 months.
Yeah, what? I think 8 months before.
No, like when you're at 8 months.
Oh, when you're at 8 months, yeah. When you're uko mwisho. So
Ama when you're showing and you're limping like this.
Yes. And and barfing everywhere. And you know those people who carry those funny containers to spit in? If you've gotten to that point, honey, you better tell people. And colleagues, same thing, by the way. Colleagues, same thing. When they start seeing you carrying funny smell packets and weird things that someone is smelling, you're like, uko inje. That's when you start to tell people. When the manifestation manifests.
Unaanza kuambia watu mimi sipendi hiyo perfume yako. Anyway, unfortunately, we never have enough time. We're always talking about something, and we'll continue to talk, okay? Maybe one day we'll have this show for 2 hours.
Yep.
I don't know. Maybe that day will come.